Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three new stories for you. Before that, an announcement at 1800 GMT. Tonight, I'll be back with this week's last live chat topic. Who is number one enemy for the Ethiopian PM? According to the assessment of the Ethiopian Prime Minister, Ethiopian government. This is the topic in tonight's live chat. I'll share my analysis with you. Looking forward to seeing you with your analysis and your views on this topic. 1800 GMT, usual time. Sometimes viewers don't receive notifications because YouTube does not send notifications every time I start a live chat. So be there at 1800 GMT. Now, there's three new stories. Firstly, Eritrea questioned implementation of Pretoria in a statement yesterday. It talked about Ethiopian claims of access to sea. Almost on daily basis, we are seeing statements from Eritrean side now. Eritrean embassy in Addis Ababa issued a statement yesterday. I did a video on that. Then Minister of Information spoke about Pretoria. What did he say? Secondly, Tigray viewers where people are fleeing, though TPLF, Tigray military trying to control the situation, telling people to stay calm, but it seems that flights have been booked, no tickets for by bus travel available as well. Thirdly, with Yemen, Donald Trump government has launched an offensive on Yemeni Houthis. Let's start with this news story. Donald Trump, the new US president, is opposed to wars. This is what he says. He says that we want to end war. He said he ended wars in the past too. He averted wars as well. He wants an end to Russia-Ukraine war as well. But when it comes to protecting economic interests of the US and US allies, Trump won't hesitate from waging another war. Trump administration conducted first strikes on Houthi fighters in Yemen since Trump came to power. Airstrikes have been ongoing for some time, since last year, on Houthi fighters in Yemen. Houthi fighters carry out attacks on commercial ships affiliated with Israel. They say that Israel has imposed a blockade on Gaza, people dying. So this is retaliation for that. Americans, Westerners, all they accuse Houthis that the Houthis have been hitting their ships as well, not just Israel affiliated ships. Houthis, everyone knows, are backed by Iran. Iranian allies are in hot waters these days. They have been weakened. Hamas in Gaza, then Hezbollah in Lebanon have been weakened in the recent war between Israel and Hamas. Donald Trump last night launched first series of airstrikes on Houthi targets in Sana'a, Yemeni capital, and other parts of Yemen. 30 deaths are being confirmed, over 100 killed. Some of those who have been killed in the strikes are women and children. Strikes do have collateral damage, definitely. Donald Trump sent a very strong message when he ordered the airstrikes. He said, stop attacks on ships. Otherwise, from today, we have launched an attack on you and you'll see hellfire missiles rain on you. So stop attacks on ships from today. Otherwise, the response from the US will be deadly. We will eradicate you. We will destroy you and we will take action, the type of action never taken in the past against you. Strong warning from Trump to Houthis, warning to Iran as well. Iran is backing Houthis. Houthis say that they don't target American ships. They only target Israel affiliated ships. And they say that civilians have been killed in these strikes. Let's see now. Now, when Trump has warned Houthis, will Houthis hit commercial ships which pass through Gulf of Aden? That remains to be seen. If Houthis continue attacks on commercial ships, it means that we could see uh, confrontation between Americans and Houthis expand. Will Trump order boots on the ground too in Yemen? Let's see. So far, only airstrikes are being conducted. Secondly, viewers, Tigray, where situation is not improving, people panicking, they are in fear, they're trying to flee Tigray. According to the data available, all flights till the 20th of March have been booked. Flights from Mekelle to Addis Ababa, no tickets available. Bus tickets fully booked till the 18th of March. Silam bus, I think, operates between Tigray and other regions, and this bus uh, company says that it has no tickets available, all tickets booked till uh, uh, Wednesday. Price of fuel almost doubled. Long queues of vehicles, taxis seen at gas stations, people protesting in some locations, taxi drivers protesting because even at double price, fuel is not available. Prices of food items have gone up as well. TPLF Debretsian's Deputy Chairman Emmanuel Assef, Debretsian, the chairman, Tigray Commander-in-Chief Tadesse Varade, in some recent statements and press talks, tried to control the situation, telling the people to calm down, saying nothing is happening, things are under control. Just go about your routine business. Don't relocate from Tigray. But people still living in fear because they have a bitter experience of 2 year long war. They don't want any war in Tigray. I've been saying that no one in Tigray wants war because war destroyed Tigray. That is why they don't want to be part of this war. If it happens, they want to be at a safe distance from the war. Lastly, viewers, Eritrea today questioned, last night rather, questioned slow implementation of Pretoria deal. Know that the federal government of Ethiopia, TPLF, Gitach or other group, they have been accusing Eritrea that Eritrea is scuttling Pretoria implementation, that TPLF and Tigray military are forming an alliance with Eritrea. And this alliance is creating obstacles to the return of IDPs to the implemented Pretoria deal. Ministry of Information of Eritrea responded to these accusations last night. Yemen Gebre Meskel, Minister of Information, said that when Pretoria Agreement was signed in 2022 November, the agreement had some timelines, that this task will be completed in 2 months, this will be completed in 6 months. So it had very short timelines. But those timelines were not implemented. Back then, when timelines were not being implemented, there were no internal TPLF divisions. How can Eritrea be blamed for non-implementation or slow implementation of Pretoria? Because Pretoria implementation has been slow from day one. Yes, I would agree with this position of the Eritrean government. And I have been raising this point, if you remember. I raised this point several times in 2023, I think, that the timeline is not being respected. And yes, intra-TPLF divisions happened later. Last year, the division started. Secondly, the Eritrean government says that the main cause of concern in the region, main tension in the region, is territorial irredentism, the claim of access to sea, access to ports, legally or militarily. Obviously, this claim is being made by the Ethiopian government. So, for Eritrea, main issue is now access to sea. By the way, Eritrea was not against Pretoria, though it was not happy with Pretoria. It wanted complete dismantlement of TPLF, TDF. It did not happen, but at the table, they agreed to dismantle TDF. So Eritrea hoped that TDF will be dismantled. It was not dismantled. Pretoria was not implemented. So Eritrea has not been happy with that. I think in the past, too, Eritrea raised its concerns, or at least mentioned that Pretoria is not being implemented. Now Eritrea is being dragged into this conflict by Tigray. Tigray politicians, Tigray generals, they met with Eritrean counterparts in Asmara. In Friday's live chat, I spoke in detail about two-point deal between Tigray elite and Eritrean government. So you can watch that live chat. So we cannot say that Eritrea is basically undermining Pretoria. So much is happening in Ethiopia internally that Eritrea can just indirectly back any party and weaken Ethiopian government. And Ethiopia is blaming Eritrea a lot, I believe. I'm not saying Eritrea does not want to weaken P.M. Abiy's government, that Eritrea is not involved in Ethiopia. I'm not saying that. Both countries are involved in destabilizing each other. But the, all the problems in Ethiopia cannot be the cause of Eritrean intervention, indirect intervention in Ethiopia. Thank you for watching.